I woke up at 3:14 a.m. To the sound of my own throat clicking dry. My bedroom felt normal. The usual hum of the fridge downstairs and the pale blue light of the street lamp cutting through my blinds. I threw off the blanket and walked down the carpeted hallway, my bare feet sticking slightly to the wood on the stairs. I opened the fridge, grabbing the milk carton, and drank straight from it, wiping my mouth with the back of my hand. The milk tasted metallic bitter, like copper pennies under my tongue. I shoved the carton back, closed the door, and turned around. That was when the air changed. It turned cold, instantly freezing the sweat on my neck. The kitchen looked identical, but the shadows stretched too far. They bled across the linoleum floor like spilled ink. I walked back toward the stairs, but my feet did not hit wood, and they sank into something soft, wet, and crunching. I looked down. The stairs were gone. In their place was a long, narrow corridor made of what looked like dark red leather. The walls pulsed, rhythmic and warm. I reached out to touch. The surface and my fingers sank into greasy, weeping skin. A smell hit me. Then it was the stench of rotting meat mixed with cheap bleach. My heart hammered against my ribs. I turned back to the kitchen to grab a knife, but the kitchen was gone. Behind me stood an endless row of rusty metal filing cabinets under a sky that looked like bruised purple flesh. There were no stars, just a dim, sickly glow that came from everywhere at once. I ran down the leather corridor because it was the only path. My breathing sounded like sandpaper scraping together. Far ahead, a figure stood under a flickering fluorescent bulb hanging from a wire out of the fleshy ceiling. The thing had the shape of a man wearing my exact flannel pajamas, but its proportions were wrong. Its arms hung past its knees, ending in long, twitching fingers that scraped the floor. As I slowed down, the thing spun around. It had no face, just a smooth expanse of wet gray skin with a horizontal tear across the middle. A row of jagged yellow human teeth lined the opening. It let out a sound like a wet towel snapping against concrete. Then it sprinted toward me on all fours, its limbs bending backward with sickening pops. I scrambled away, slipping on the wet floor of my nails. Tearing as I tried to grip the pulsating walls, the creature grabbed my ankle. Its grip felt like a frozen iron vise. The teeth clamped down into my calf, ripping through muscle. I felt the hot spray of my own blood. Before my head hit the ground, everything went black. I woke up on my bedroom floor, choking on my own breath. The morning sun was shining through the blinds. My leg felt fine. No blood, no teeth marks. I breathed a sigh of relief, thinking it was a horrific nightmare. Then I stood up and walked to the bathroom. My bare feet left wet, dark red footprints on the clean hardwood floor. I looked in the mirror and saw dark grease under my fingernails and a long black thread of skin caught between my teeth.